All right, so I've had several people ask me how I go about cutting the Blackened bottles, so I thought I'd try to make a little video here and show you how I do it. It's pretty simple. Anybody could do it. Costs maybe 50 bucks to get the cutter and some different things that you need, but there's not much to it. So let's give it a try. So I've got my setup already all set up to the length, everything that I want to cut it. If you see right here, this is the carbide cutting head. And all it's going to do is make a score on the bottle. It's not going to actually cut the bottle, it's going to score it. And then we're going to separate it after that. So let's do this first. I release the scoring wheel down below, and all I do is very slowly and put a little bit of pressure down, and it's starting to score the bottle, and I just rotate it around. Try to maintain some even pressure so that it scores the bottle evenly. And you only go around one time. You'll be able to tell when it joins where the score started. Right there. Kind of makes a little clicking sound. Okay, that's it. So, let's see if I can get in here, see this. A little hard to see. Oh, there it is. So there's the score that it made all the way around the bottle. Okay, and that's right where the bottle's going to separate right there. All right. All right, so now I've got these heat-resistant rings that came with the bottle cutting kit on either side of the score. So I'm going to take a heat gun and heat up the bottle along the score. And what those rings are going to do is kind of direct the heat right to the score and try not to let it spread out too much. If you get the glass too hot, it will crack down the length of it. I've had several failed attempts, which just meant I had to drink more bottles of Blackened to get some empties, but so, you know, it wasn't so bad. But anyway, this is where it's going to start here, and I'm going to use the heat gun on it and heat up the score. So I've got this small little heat gun that I got on Amazon. The other thing you need is a bucket full of ice water. So you heat the bottle up, you heat the glass up, heat the score. I have found 2 minutes is what the Blackened bottle needs. And as soon as you heat it up to that point, get it nice and hot, you dip it into the ice bucket and it will just separate. So let's see if I can make it happen. There it is. Top popped right off. Looks like it's pretty clean cut. Pull out the glass. Now, if you can see that, it's got a pretty good edge on it. You have to be careful, it is a sharp edge. I've got some special sanding tools that I use on that to smooth that all out and round it out. And I'll try to show that next. So for grinding the surface of the glass that's been cut, kind of rigged up a little holder using a hole saw and some padding that I put inside, and the Blackened bottle fits right inside there. Then attach it to the drill, start spinning it, and there are some sanding, diamond sanding pads that I use that are made for glass, and it should put a nice smooth edge on top of that cut. So let's see. So, get the idea. I'll continue to sand that down for a while until I get a nice smooth, even surface on it. One thing, if you try this and do it, make sure that you wear some safety glasses and a mask as you're sanding this. So you can see there is some glass dust that it creates, and you don't want to be breathing that or get it in your eye. So that is it for this part. So after sanding for a little while, various grit sanding pads, end up with some wet 4,000 grit, 2,000 grit, sorry, 2,000 grit. And the top looks pretty good. Take it in the house and wash it off and give one more look at it. All right, so here's the finished product. It's got a pretty nice smooth finish on the surface. Not too scratched up. See, this is one of the earlier ones I did. I hadn't quite got the technique down. I've got some scratch marks a little bit down on the bottle. Some other ones that I did. And eventually it will turn into a candle like this one. Or maybe a big tall drinking glass. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, hope this helped anybody that might be thinking about doing it. If you give it a try, let me know. If you need some help and some tips, let me know. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks. Bye.